students' failure of hospitality towards LGBT. For some background on queer theology was created from what was unsaid, unseen, and left out. It is a sort of an oxymoron because of the way traditional Christianity has and continues to condemn same-sex acts. Like the other theologies, queer theology draws from scripture, tradition, reason, experience. The reason for drawing from different sources is because theology is multifaceted. The multiplicity of the four sources acts as a check and balance for the other resources. Scripture refers to the Bible. Tradition refers to what is taught by the church. Reason comes from philosophy, and experience comes from human experience. Historically, Scripture has been used as a means for oppressing members of the LGBTQ plus community. However, through queer theology, queer theologians are countering and anti-queer readings with different readings, along with reclaiming the Bible by interpreting it positively and constructively. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah, destroyed in Genesis 19, example of this. The cities of Sodom and Gomorrah are the first mentioned in Genesis 13 and are referenced throughout both the Old and New Testament. Sodom and Gomorrah are often associated with homosexuality by the Christian right. An overview of the verse is that angels come to stay overnight in Sodom with Lot. All of the men of Sodom demand that Lot turn the visitors over so that they can have sex with them. The visitors escape with Lot and his family, and God destroys Sodom and the sister city Gomorrah and all the people living within these cities with burning sulfur. Society needs to make a more hospitable and nurturing environment for LGBTQ plus youth because children should not want to kill themselves for being themselves. It has been proven that with more hospitable environments, the suicide rates and harassment statistics significantly decrease. And in the 21st century, which is supposed to be the most progressive century to date, this should not be happening anymore. LGBTQ plus youth are no exception to the systematic oppression that stems from the inhospitality towards the community today. LGBTQ plus youth are constantly facing pressures of conformity, silencing, and manipulation in this society that provides very little nurturing towards the marginalized group. The new age of technology has only created more problems for this group. Stories of perceived LGBTQ youth attempting or committing suicide after enduring relentless bullying are too common. This increasingly digitally connected lives that the new age of technology has evolved the in-person torment that sexual minority students suffer. Disturbing homophobic bullying has evolved into unimpeded cyberbullying, unbearable and unchecked treatment on an already vulnerable group. This bullying has fostered exclusions from social institutions for LGBTQ plus youth, experiencing harassment and victimization in school more than anywhere else, putting the group at a disadvantage along with negative life outcomes. Despite increased knowledge of problems facing LGBTQ plus youth, according to the 2011 National School Climate Survey on the experiences of LGBTQ youth, students continue to face harsh realities, with 80% reporting verbal harassment, 38% physical harassment, and 18% physical assault in the past year. 85% of LGBTQ students report hearing homophobic remarks frequently, with almost 75% reporting feeling unsafe, and almost 25% skipping classes out of safety and concerns. Issues like these are often hidden since over 60% of LGBTQ plus students have reported that they have not reported harassments. However, these harsh statistics seem to improve when a more hospitable environment is created. The implementation of gay-straight alliances, also known as GSAs, open faculty support, anti-bullying programs and policies, and LGBTQ plus inclusive curricula, allowing for LGBTQ plus students to fully integrate, because many of the stresses and negative mental health consequences of deep-rooted homophobia become absent. Another effort aimed to make a more hospitable environment for LGBTQ plus youth is the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project provides a 24/7 crisis support service for LGBTQ young people, along with providing training, resources, and crisis intervention in the hopes of preventing youth suicide.